Some children grow older one birthday at a time. Others seem to age years before anyone can explain why. In this video, we meet rare people living with premature aging genetic disorders and medical conditions so uncommon that even specialists have searched for answers. But the real story is not what their faces reveal. It is what strangers miss, the classrooms they enter, the families who protect them, and the futures they still imagine. On Epic Human Stories, these lives challenge what we assume about age identity and strength. Subscribe and look closer. Our countdown begins in Jharkhand, India, with siblings Keshav Kumar and Anjali Kumari, two children whose appearance told one story while their childhood told another. Number 16. Keshav Kumar and Anjali Kumari. Since early childhood, Anjali Kumari and her brother Keshav Kumar from Jharkhand, India, have lived with an exceptionally rare medical condition. Doctors believed it involved both a premature aging syndrome and a connective tissue disorder. Their skin and outward features aged far faster than expected, making them appear much older than they were. Yet, beneath those visible changes, they remained innocent children with youthful hearts, minds, and personalities. Despite curious looks and significant physical limitations, Anjali and Keshav continued attending school, studying side by side and imagining a better future. Through every challenge, their parents remained their greatest source of strength, surrounding them with constant love and unwavering protection. Their story has moved millions of people worldwide, standing as a powerful example of hope, family devotion, and the determination to keep moving forward through adversity. Number 15. Zara Hartshorn. Zara Hartshorn was a teenager from Rotherham, England, but strangers often mistook her for a woman in middle age. She was born with lipodystrophy, a rare genetic disorder that causes her skin to age quickly, leaving it wrinkled and loose while she was still young. By 12, Zara endured bullying from other children and lingering stares from adults. Even bus drivers questioned whether she was really her stated age. Some people called her granny or old lady, never understanding that behind her appearance was a young girl living with a hidden medical challenge. The condition stems from a lack of subcutaneous fat, causing Zara's face and body to look far older than her actual age. Her mother lives with the same disorder and noticed the signs early. But even with that support, Zara carried the emotional weight of strangers' stares and hurtful remarks. Then, at 16, her life reached a major turning point. She traveled to Texas, USA for facelift surgery. For Zara, the procedure was not simply about changing her appearance. It offered a chance to finally feel like the teenage girl she truly was. Following the surgery, Zara described feeling reborn. The ridicule and unwanted attention appeared to fade, and she could finally move through public spaces with confidence. Today, she speaks openly about living with lipodystrophy, helping others understand both the condition and its emotional impact. Zara's journey has appeared in documentaries, including I Am a Teenage Granny. Through her honesty, she has become a role model, showing the strength it takes to live confidently and remain true to yourself regardless of physical differences. Number 14. Ontlametse Phalatse. From Hebron in South Africa's Northwest Province, Ontlametse Phalatse is a remarkable young woman born with Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome. The extremely rare condition causes children to age rapidly and affects about 1 in 4 million people. Ontlametse is the first known black woman diagnosed with the disease. By age 3, her family had begun noticing rashes and delayed development. Doctors initially misdiagnosed her. Eventually, they confirmed premature aging, a condition that can lead to aged-looking skin, stiff joints, thin hair, and a small, physically fragile body. As Ontlametse grew up, strangers often assumed she was elderly. She refused to let those reactions define her, embracing who she was and proudly calling herself the First Lady, a name that reflected her maturity and resilience. Most children with the condition were not expected to live beyond 13. Ontlametse reached 18. Shortly before that birthday, she met President Jacob Zuma. Impressed by her sharp mind, warmth, and steady determination, Zuma granted her wishes with a cake, flowers, and a car, and promised support for her family. Ontlametse made the most of every moment. She inspired others through school presentations, prepared for her matric exams, and held on to her dream of studying psychology. Although her appearance reflected advanced aging, she remained youthful, energetic, and deeply engaged with life. In her final hours, she showed courage and serenity. Just hours before she died, Ontlametse chose a dress for President Zuma's upcoming birthday party, reflecting the optimism and love of life she carried to the end. On April 11, 2017, Ontlametse died peacefully at Dr. George McCaw Hospital. She was 18, and her loved ones were beside her. Her legacy did not end there. Her elementary school was renamed in her honor, while several documentaries were created to celebrate her spirit. President Zuma and people across the nation remembered Ontlametse as a vibrant, inspiring young woman who lived beyond physical challenges and became a symbol of hope for millions. Number 13. Nguyen Ai Xuan. At 16, Nguyen Ai Xuan has already spent 13 years facing serious medical challenges. She lives in Vinh Long, Vietnam, where diabetes and liver disease have placed enormous strain on her body. Today, she stands just 1.42 meters tall, with a small frame shaped by years of illness. Staying alive has required difficult medical procedures and regular injections woven into her daily routine. The treatment is painful and the hardships have been constant. Still, Xuan has held on to hope. Each day, she keeps moving forward with a determined will to live. Beside her is the steady love of her family supporting her through every stage of the struggle. Xuan's story has touched countless hearts. It speaks not only to her courage, but also to gratitude for life and the strength a person can find while enduring the harshest circumstances. Number 12. Bayezid Hossain. In Maghura, Bangladesh, a boy named Bayezid Hossain became known around the world for a story centered on resilience and the deep love within a family. Since birth, Bayezid had lived with an exceptionally rare medical condition. Doctors believed it involved both premature aging syndrome and a connective tissue disorder, making his body develop and age many times faster than usual. His wrinkled skin and serious physical limitations made him look far older than he was. But Bayezid was still a bright, innocent child with a sharp mind, someone who wanted what other children his age wanted: to play, to learn, and to experience the simple joys of life. Growing up, Bayezid and his family faced one challenge after another. His health continued to decline, while strangers often responded with curiosity or judgmental looks. Through it all, his parents remained devoted to him, surrounding him with steady, unconditional love. Their care gave Bayezid protection and emotional strength. Inside their home, they created a space built on compassion and acceptance where he could feel secure, valued, and fully himself, a child deserving warmth, dignity, and a lasting sense of belonging. Bayezid Hossain's life unfolded at a pace few could imagine, and his story reached millions of people across the world. It became a lasting reminder that every moment carries value. His resilience, together with the extraordinary sacrifices of his family, revealed the strength and comfort that love can provide. Even under the most difficult circumstances, Bayezid's journey showed how courage, perseverance, and the will to keep moving forward can bring out the deepest qualities of the human spirit. Number 11. Hoang Thi Bach Tuyet and Hoang Thi Yen Ni. From Tuyen Quang Province, Vietnam, sisters Hoang Thi Bach Tuyet and Hoang Thi Yen Ni have come to represent the strength of family love through serious medical hardship. At birth, both girls appeared to develop like other children, filling their home with joy. Then, Bach Tuyet, the older sister, slowly began to show unusual symptoms. Doctors later diagnosed her with congenital scleroderma. In 2013, the family welcomed their second daughter, Yen Ni. But she too was found to be living with the same rare condition as her sister, creating a challenge the family would now face together. The condition kept both sisters' heads tilted to one side. It also stopped their hair from growing and affected their eyes, drawing sympathy from many people who met them. Their physical development was significantly affected as well. Walking became difficult, movement was limited, and their appearance was visibly different from that of other children their age. Growing up brought constant inconvenience and hardship, yet Bach Tuyet and Nguyen Ai were never left to face those challenges alone. Their parents protected them and surrounded them with limitless love, while people throughout the community responded with deep compassion and support. Number 10. Isla Kilpatrick-Screaton. From Leicester, England, Isla Kilpatrick-Screaton is a remarkable young girl living with mandibuloacral dysplasia, or MAD, an extremely rare genetic condition. The disorder can cause features linked to premature aging. Isla's specific form is considered so unusual that she has been reported as the only person in the world known to have it. Her story has reached people across the globe, touching many hearts and offering inspiration. Since the very start of her life, Isla has endured serious health challenges, meeting each one with remarkable courage along the way. Isla arrived at 36 weeks, and serious complications began immediately. Doctors suspected sepsis, a potentially life-threatening infection. Her parents, Stacy and Kyle, could not hold their newborn daughter at first. To stabilize her fragile condition, the medical team placed Isla in a medically induced coma. Then, at only 10 weeks old, she underwent a tracheostomy. Surgeons created an opening in her windpipe so she could breathe through an airway that was severely narrowed. Even through those early and overwhelming medical challenges, Isla's bright spirit remained clear to everyone around her. Because Isla cannot cry, she has learned another way to make herself understood. Using Makaton sign language, she communicates her needs, feelings, and emotions with remarkable strength and resilience. The challenges surrounding her condition have not prevented her from showing who she is. According to her family, Isla is determined, joyful, and filled with personality. Her life clearly reflects how hope and resilience can remain present even through immense hardship. By sharing Isla's journey openly on social media, her family hopes to increase awareness of mandibuloacral dysplasia and build connections with other families and individuals navigating similarly rare medical conditions. By sharing Isla's life so openly, her family has helped create a caring community around her story. That community has brought encouragement, strength, and hope to families across the world. Isla Kilpatrick-Screaton has become a powerful example of how courage, love, and hope can endure through adversity. She is often called the girl who never grows old, a description tied to both her rare condition and the spirit she continues to show. Which part of Isla's journey moved you most? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Tap like and subscribe so you never miss more extraordinary and inspiring human stories. Number 9. Ali Hussain Khan. From India, Ali Hussain Khan is a determined young man who, together with his siblings, lived with progeria, a rare condition that causes premature aging. Even as his body faced profound physical challenges, Ali held firmly to his optimism and remained deeply committed to experiencing life as fully as he could. Number 8. Sam Berns. Sam Berns was born in the United States in 1996 with progeria, an extremely rare genetic condition that causes the body to age rapidly. He received the diagnosis at only 22 months old, beginning a difficult and unusual journey before he was even 2. Progeria affects roughly 1 in 20 million people and can create serious challenges in everyday life. Children living with the condition age far faster than usual and often face a greatly shortened lifespan, averaging about 13 years. Its common effects include delayed growth, loss of body fat and hair, skin that appears aged, joint stiffness, and severe complications involving the heart and blood vessels. Living with progeria can bring profound challenges, yet many children show remarkable resilience. Sam Berns embodied that strength. He approached life with joy and determination, carrying a wisdom that seemed far beyond his age. His story continues to inspire, not because adversity disappeared, but because he met it with optimism, courage, and a deep inner resolve that shaped the way he lived each day. Sam Berns refused to let his medical condition determine his identity or narrow what he could achieve. People knew him for his bright smile, his passion for music, and his curiosity about the world around him. He played drums in his high school band and proudly supported the Boston Bruins hockey team. Sam also became a compelling public speaker, using his own experience to encourage millions across the globe. His talks carried wisdom, hope, and one clear message: live as fully as you can each day. Sam spoke at many events, including TEDx. His presentation, My Philosophy for a Happy Life, reached millions of viewers and moved countless people. At the center of his message was a clear idea: pay attention to what you are able to do, not what remains beyond your reach. He strongly believed in positive thinking and in following your passions, even when obstacles stand in the way. Sam's legacy still encourages others to face life with courage and optimism. His story reminds us that a meaningful life is measured not only by its length, but by how deeply it is lived. Number 7. Michiel Vandeweert. From Belgium, Michiel Vandeweert became known around the world for his optimism and remarkable determination. He was born with progeria, an extremely rare genetic condition that causes the body to age many times faster than usual. From early childhood, that diagnosis brought serious health challenges. Yet Michiel refused to let his physical limitations decide what his life would mean. Instead, he approached each day with purpose, finding joy where he could, and inspiring millions through the way he chose to live. As Michiel grew into adulthood, his family remained beside him with steady love, understanding, and companionship. His younger sister Amber, who also lives with progeria, held an especially important place in that support system. Their close bond gave both siblings strength as they faced repeated challenges and made the most of life together. Michiel also discovered a deep love for speed cars and music. He pursued his goal of becoming a professional DJ and joined adventurous sports and activities adapted to his physical condition. Through social media and television interviews, Michiel Vandeweert used his growing public platform to promote positivity and resilience. He spoke openly about life with progeria, bringing honesty, humor, and hope into conversations that helped more people understand the condition. By choosing to share his experiences, Michiel became an important voice for awareness. His story also leaves a simple question: although every life follows a different timeline, how much can attitude and perseverance shape its meaning and happiness? Do you believe resilience and a positive mindset can help someone overcome any adversity and build a fulfilling life? Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments. Number 6. Zoey Penny. Zoey Penny's story began with her earliest wobbly steps. She and her family were already navigating progeria, a rare condition that causes premature aging, while holding tightly to hope. When Zoey was just a few months old, her family noticed changes in her physical development. Their concern soon became a mission: raise awareness and pursue medical solutions for the disorder. As Zoey grew, her life was documented as an inspiring journey, defined not only by physical challenges, but by her innocence, bright smile, and unmistakable love of life. Through Team Zoey, her relatives, neighbors, and supporters united behind a shared purpose. Together, they raised millions of dollars, helping fund scientific research and clinical trials around the world. Zoey also appeared at sporting events, community programs, and on media platforms where her warmth reached thousands and helped build a support network for children living with similar conditions. Zoey Penny and her family did not stay out of public view. They chose to share her story openly, showing that the meaning of a life cannot be measured only in years, but also in the love given, the relationships formed, and the positive impact left on others. Number 5. Adalia Rose. From Texas came Adalia Rose Williams, a young girl whose resilience and optimism reached people across the world. She was born with progeria, an extremely rare genetic condition that causes the body to age far more quickly than usual. From the beginning, Adalia lived with serious and repeated health challenges, but she did not face them alone. With her family beside her, she shared her life publicly instead of stepping away from view. In doing so, her story became a source of courage, positivity, and inspiration for millions around the globe. As Adalia Rose grew up, social media became a central part of her life. On YouTube and Facebook, she shared joyful videos of herself singing, dancing, trying makeup tutorials, and enjoying ordinary moments. Viewers around the world were drawn to her confidence, playful humor, and bold sense of style. Before long, she had built a large, deeply loyal community of fans. But behind every bright appearance stood her family, offering steady love and support. Their presence gave Adalia a strong sense of safety, worth, and belonging throughout her journey. Adalia Rose passed away in early 2022 when she was just 15 years old. But the life she shared left a lasting legacy of resilience and deep love for living. Her story showed that physical limitations do not determine anyone's beauty or value. Through her joy, confidence, and authentic spirit, Adalia brought worldwide attention to rare conditions. She also encouraged millions of people to practice gratitude, choose kindness, and find the courage to accept and love themselves fully. Number 4. Anna Rochelle Pondare. In the Philippines, Anna Rochelle Pondare grew up living with progeria, a rare condition that causes premature aging. Her body changed at an unusually rapid pace, and doctors once believed she might not survive past 15. But Anna refused to let those predictions define her life. With remarkable determination and an optimism that stayed with her through each challenge, she continued moving forward. Then came a milestone few had expected. Anna reached her 18th birthday, celebrating not only another year, but a life shaped by courage, resilience, and hope. Anna's coming-of-age celebration unfolded like a real-life fairy tale. Dressed in elegant formal gowns, she looked radiant as she took her place on a throne made especially for her. The occasion marked an extraordinary personal milestone, but Anna's impact reached beyond the celebration. She also shared valuable health data with scientific organizations involved in global medical research, hoping her contribution could help build a better future for other people living with similar conditions. Through media appearances and international television programs, Anna's bright presence carried a clear message: time matters, and life deserves to be embraced. Her journey reminds us that a meaningful life cannot be measured only in years. It can also be seen in the love we give the people we influence and the positive energy we leave behind. Anna Rochelle Pondare showed how every moment can hold purpose. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to help share her message of positivity. Then tell us what you think. How can each moment create value, touch another life, and make a difference in the world? Number 3. Brooke Greenberg. Brooke Greenberg was a young woman from Maryland whose remarkable case drew the attention of the global medical community and revealed the depth of her family's love. Born in 1993, Brooke lived with an extremely rare condition scientists called Syndrome X. Her physical growth and cognitive development remained almost entirely unchanged, so she kept the appearance of an infant throughout her life. Brooke lived to age 20, yet her height and weight were similar to those of a baby only a few months old. Her case became a singular medical phenomenon, leaving modern science with profound questions about one of the body's greatest mysteries: how human beings age. For years, Brooke's family faced enormous challenges managing complicated medical care, while specialists struggled to explain her unprecedented condition. Through it all, her parents and sisters gave her constant, unconditional love. They saw Brooke as their little angel, someone who brought their family a deep sense of closeness and purpose. Caring for her became part of daily life. They handled every need, from feeding her to helping her sleep, and learned to read even the slightest change in her expression. Around Brooke, they built a home defined by warmth, security, and steady devotion. When major documentaries brought Brooke Greenberg's story to wider audiences, it touched millions of people. Her life became a symbol of purity and of the remarkable strength found within family bonds. Brooke's presence also offered valuable insights for scientific research. Beyond medicine, her story reminded viewers what gives life meaning. Deep, unconditional love can create something extraordinary, bringing warmth even to journeys shaped by rare circumstances and profound challenges. Number 2. Saida Ahmad Baghili. Saida Ahmad Baghili, a woman from Yemen, became a global symbol of extraordinary resilience, willpower, and the determination to survive under devastating conditions. Her story drew international attention around 2016 when she was admitted to a hospital in the port city of Hodeidah, suffering from severe physical exhaustion caused by her homeland's prolonged food crisis. The image of this young woman confronting an extreme struggle for survival reached far beyond Yemen. For millions of people around the world, it became a deeply moving portrait of human endurance. For Saida, recovery became another long fight, restoring her health and taking back the life illness had interrupted. With careful treatment from doctors and nutrition specialists, along with steady support from her family, she entered a demanding but hopeful medical recovery. Progress came slowly. She had to learn how to receive nutrition again, rebuild weakened muscles, and regain physical strength after years without basic necessities. Each improvement, no matter how gradual, gave the medical team renewed hope that Saida's condition was moving in a positive direction. Saida Ahmad Baghili's journey reached beyond her own recovery. It drew international attention to the critical need for timely medical care and humanitarian assistance. Her resilience shows how the will to live, personal determination, and the right support at the right moment can create remarkable turning points, even amid immense hardships imposed by the surrounding world. With that help, a path can begin to open toward a future that is safer, healthier, more peaceful, and filled with renewed possibility. Number 1. Raizel Calago. In Cotabato, Philippines, Raizel Calago was known as a bright, self-assured girl with grace and charm. She even entered local beauty pageants, imagining a promising future ahead. But at 14, small rashes began appearing on her skin. They slowly grew worse. Over the next 2 years, her skin started aging at an alarming rate. Wrinkles spread across her face and body. Her skin began to sag, and the youthful look she once had disappeared. By 16, Raizel appeared to be a woman in her 50s. Doctors determined that Raizel has Werner syndrome, a rare, incurable condition that causes premature aging. Her health declined too. She lived with persistent back pain, low energy, and occasional difficulty walking. The changes affected more than her appearance. They also weakened her confidence. Once admired on stage, Raizel began hiding behind masks and long sleeves, avoiding mirrors and crowds. She faced bullying, strangers' stares, and was even mistaken for her mother's grandmother. Still, Raizel refuses to let the disease define who she is. Even with these challenges, Raizel finished high school, celebrated turning 18, and continued dreaming of college. Her story shows that beauty reaches far beyond appearance. Real strength can mean facing the world after life has changed you completely. Through resilience, courage, and belief in herself, Raizel's journey offers hope to people confronting hardship and prejudice. The most surprising part of these stories is not how quickly a body can change, it is how fiercely a person can remain themselves. Through rare genetic conditions, difficult treatments, school days, family sacrifice, and public judgment, this video turns medical curiosity into something more valuable: understanding. These lives are not spectacles, they are lessons in empathy, accurate health awareness, and persistence. Look past appearance and you discover the real headline. Every dream, milestone, and ordinary moment was earned through extraordinary effort. And maybe that is the question these stories leave with us. How differently would we treat people if we looked beyond the first thing we noticed? Tell us which journey stayed with you and why. If this video meant something to you, leave a like and subscribe to Epic Human Stories. You can also revisit the stories you may have missed and stay close for the ones still ahead. Until then, take care of yourself, be kind to someone who needs it, and have a beautiful day.